Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Juan. Okay, so we got a few okay movers this morning. Let's see, we have AMRH. Decent sized gap up, up from 342 all the way to 563 overnight. KODK, big gapper as well, up from 680 all the way to 1165. AFSI, another big gapper, up from 1015 to 1228. TNDM, a little bit smaller gap, but it's gapping up nevertheless. DFFN, I think it's actually gapping down now, but I'm still going to watch it. HMNY, pretty big gap up from 716 all the way to 920. ITUS, NBEV. So yeah, we've got a few decent movers. Let me see if I can find anything else, and then I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. DRRX as well. Small gap up. It's at 108 now. We'll see if it pushes up some more. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, JT, Zeus. Good morning, guys. What's up? What's up, y'all? All right, so let's see. There's CH. This is I'm looking at my small gap scan on Trade Ideas. CHEK. Little gap here over $1, sitting right at $1 even now. Looks kind of interesting. NQ. Look at NQ here. Definitely gonna add this one to my watch list. CHEK. TNDM, I think I already had that one. Yeah. SEII. Small gap. INPX. GENE. Small gap as well. ARDM. MYSZ. AFMD. FRSX. GENE. Not too bad. COGT. Look at COGT here. Look at this big volume spike. That's probably one of the ones that's moving the most right now. COGT in pre-market. All right. Nice, Kevin. Yeah, man, I can't trade pre-market. I wish I could, you know. I haven't been doing a power hour stream, but I'm holding one overnight, and this is it right here. It's DRRX. And I got in at about 103 yesterday. Right here. Actually, I think I held this one throughout the day. I got in right here and held throughout this push. But we'll see what it does. Let me see where my entrance is. Yeah, my average cost is 103. 100 shares, so a small share size. All right, so KO date. Let's see if some of these are tradable on TradeNet. That's what I really need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and add it to the chat as well, though, right now. Yeah, it's not a bad gain. I mean, I'll take it. It gave up. I mean, it went up to 114. We'll see what it does at the open. Small gain. I mean, it's an okay percentage gain. If it stays at 108, I'm only up $5, but I'll take it. You know, a gain's a gain, I guess. All right, so here's my watch list for tomorrow, guys. Let's see if some of these are tradable. KODK is nice. TNDM is. DFFN is. HMNY is. VOXX, no. DRRX is, surprisingly. NQ isn't. CHEK, no. So about half of my watch lists are tradable on TradeNet. I have to trade the rest on Ustock. What's up, Brandon? What are you saying, man? Crush bottles, huh? Alright, so we'll see if COGT can hold over 6. Got some interesting ones. I wish I could kind of trade NQ for a short. Same thing with AMRH. I mean, KODK has some great volume, but we'll see what it does. Yeah, to take a look at some down gappers here. SKLN. Yeah, we'll see if we can test one sometime today. APHB for some down gappers. This one went all the way down to 1 from 150. We'll see if it holds support there and heads back up. SPEX, another down gapper. FTFT. This one was all the way up to $8 the other day, all the way back down to $4.39. KLDX gapping down some. LBCC, this was a runner yesterday, gapping down all the way to 532, so a pretty big gap down for it. Gonna watch TMDM to see if we can break this high right here. Watching it under here. Kind of the same thing with AMRH, although I can't short this one. KODK, man, this one's just been on a huge run overnight. And so we'll see what this one does. I kind of like it for a short. But it's one of those stocks that are moving so much. I kind of don't know where to... I don't know how many shares to buy just because it's moving so quickly, you know. COGT sitting right at 6. We got DFFN sitting at 170. VOXX. HMNY is interesting. It had this huge push to 977, sitting at 895 now. DRRX, like I said, I'm holding this one overnight on Robinhood and Q. I wish I could trade this one on TradeNet. Oh well. CHEK, last one sitting right at $1. So we've got a few okay movers. You said on SKLN. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what it does. See if we can get back over 1. That's kind of the big spot with SKLN, is if it can break over 1. Need some more volume for sure. I wish I could trade NQ on TradeNet. I'll just have to trade it on Ustock because I mean I like this pattern. It's kind of a triangle here, you can see. A little bit of a triangle. See if it breaks past one of these points. And really, it needs to get past 5. But I wish I could trade this one just because it has a lot of volume. Also watching VOXX. Gapping up some. Doesn't have the volume I want to see with a big gap like this. And so we'll see what it does, but I'm not very confident in it. KOOL. Has some high relative volume. AFSI with a really big gap up here. EGO. Yeah, this one looks like a really big float. Looks like it has a really big float. You can see how stocks that move like this generally have really big floats, and so I'm not sure how much it will actually move. Like yesterday, it only had a range of about 5 cents, maybe 8 cents all day yesterday, and so LABD trying to slowly grind up here. Alright, so there goes DRRX. It went back up to 111, dropped right back down to 108. I'm holding this one at 103. We'll see what it does. I mean, I don't really like the gap up. It's not as much volume as I really want to see, but I have a relatively decent cushion on it at 103, so I probably won't lose money on the trade on DRRX. I'm in it right about right there. So I've got a nice little spot to get into it at. There's also CHEK sitting right at $1. Here goes TNDM trying to make a break for that 377 level. We'll see if it can break there as well. Yeah, EGO has a float of 715 million, so a big float on EGO compared to a stock like, let's try KODK. KODK's float is 40 million, so 40 million compared to 715 million, so that's still, I mean, I wouldn't say that's really small float, but it's a small float. Let's see AMRH's float. Alright, so AMRH has a float of 7.96 million, so this is the lowest float out of these three. Let's see COGT maybe first. COGT 26 million float. TNDM has an 8.5 million float, so this one has the lowest float, which means it's easier to make it move since there's less shares available to the public. It's easier to, they have more volatility. NSPR, INPX. Yeah, these are interesting. We'll see what they do. A lot of times these really cheap stocks under 30 cents, they only push, they may run for a day and then they just kind of sit still, so we'll see. HMNY is running up pretty big, just broke the high of pre-market right here at about 980. See if it can hold. Good morning, Marwan. What's up, man? Good morning, Vanda. SHLD. Yeah, SHLD doesn't look too bad. NQ. Breaking under that triangle. But yeah, HMNY is starting to run. Up to $9.90. Hopefully today could be better than Monday. Yesterday I did okay. I had 2 small profitable trades and I was patient, so hopefully I can repeat that today. Yesterday was decent. The day before was horrible. Took the biggest loss I've taken in a few months from over trading and forcing trades. So kind of made me wake up a little bit yesterday and have some patience and discipline. You got to get yourself in check sometimes if you start to get a little bit too comfortable with the market. BHRA. BHRA isn't showing up. Alright, so HMNY is sitting at 984 now. Alright, so HMNY breaking over 10, sitting right at $10 even now. AMRH running up as well, sitting at 720. BMRA, yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, BMRA needs a little bit more volume, but it doesn't look too bad. Well, it could always run, but it needs some more volume for me to really want to pay attention to it. Alright, so let me remind myself, I don't think AMRH is tradable on TradeNet. I know KODK is, TNDM is, HMNY is, DFFN is, COGT I don't think it is, right? VOXX, no. DRRX is, NQ, I wish it was, but it's not. CHEK, yeah. Alright. CODA, AMRH, I already have AMRH up. We'll see if KODK can hold over 12. There goes HMNY up to 1020. I need a new chair, man. Mine's too squeaky. Alright. See if anything else popped up on the scanners. KODA is not showing up, Juan. Photon, what's the ticker symbol for that, Niels? NSPR? Yeah, I had somebody else say they were watching NSPR this morning. JT, I have a few different scanners. One of them is like a small gap scanner, so it tells you because a lot of times with a big gap, like say KODK, a lot of times it'll wash out at the open and end up filling some of the gap. And so and what I've noticed is sometimes the very small gaps are the stocks that run the most because they're not overextended. And so I have one that tells me if it gaps up anywhere from like 2 to 6%, so a small gap. I have one that tells me the high of the day, when a stock breaks the high of the day with good volume. I have one that tells me if it breaks the low of the day. And then I have one that tells me if a stock has way above average volume. CEII, small gap, NBEV, SSC here, trying. See what it usually looks like. Yeah, SSC looks okay. I think this one's tradable on TradeNet as well. Yep. All right, so HMNY is trying to hold over 10. SPY. Because volume is really what that's one of the biggest things I look for, JT. I want to see, if it's not going to be as volatile if it has no volume. So volume usually means volatility. If it has a lot of volume, it's going to be pretty volatile, move more, have a bigger range. Yeah, the SPY's gapping down some, but it doesn't look too bad. It's only down $2. Been on a slow grind up. My scanner is wrong. How dare you, John? I'm just messing with you. So what stocks are on your scanner, man? Which one, John? That's a good name, bro. That's my name, actually. My name's John too. But yeah, no. Which ones are on your list? I'm just looking at stocks that are gapping up. That's usually what I'm looking for a possible gap down fill to see if it fills the gap. AMRH, HMNY, KODK. Right, I have AMRH here. NQ's on my other monitor. I included my chat, my watch list in the chat. It's a little ways up though. TEUM. TEUM looks okay. It had some nice volume here, but the volume kind of came down some. And I mean, it usually does this. It is a reversal from this downward pattern though, so it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I have NQ on my other monitor. Also have CHEK, COGT, DRRX, which is one I'm holding overnight. But yeah, AMRH is pushing up pretty big right now. The last 30 minutes or so, it's up $3.50. But yeah, a lot of those stocks y'all said are on my other monitor. I have two monitors. Y'all just see the first one. The second one's over here on my right. And I have NQ, CHEK, DRRX, COGT, DFFN, although we'll see what it does there, SSC, VOXX. We'll see if KODK can hold over 12. And AMRH is getting a big push here, up to 9. We'll see if we can hold over 9. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes left. Yeah, I'm going to be watching KODK for a possible washout to see if it can drop under 10. Maybe a good short. HMNY is falling under 10 as well. It's at 975 right now. CHEK sitting right at 1. Gonna keep an eye on that one to see if it can hold. Yeah, AMRH, T and DM is right here. Let's see. TEUM. Yeah, we'll see if it pushes over 250. That's kind of the level I want to watch with TEUM. BPMX. Yeah, it's kind of moving sideways. Technically, it's gapping up some, but not by much. High relative volume in after hours, though, so we'll see. GIGL is OTC. I can't trade it. AMRN. Yeah, AMRN just doesn't have the volume for me to really want to trade it. Yeah, I see NQ on my other screen. It's sitting at 460. We'll see if it can hold over 450. CAT. Yeah, gap down. HD. Yeah, another big gap down. Yeah, those are a little bit too expensive for my taste, though. Alright, so AMRH is at 950 now, right under it. TIE is at 960. Appreciate it, appreciate it, John. See you, man. ZKIN waking up here with some volume. You can see ZKIN slowly moving up. It's at 1355 now. $13.59. I think I can trade this one. I remember this one moving big a few days ago. No? Oh wait, ZKIN. Yeah, I can trade this one. Having a pullback here down to 315 up to 360. NCTY sitting at 87. Yeah, this one doesn't look too bad. We'll see if we can push up and get some more volume to maybe break 1. It ran up pretty nice Friday. Yeah, AMRH isn't tradable in TradeNet. KODK, TNDM, HMNY, DFFN, DRRX, SSC. They're all tradable though, so we've got a decent amount that are tradable. Insurance, man, I'm not one of those guys that tries to sell a course. You know, I know that's the route that you can take, but I'm not one of those guys. I'm still a relatively new trader, so I'm not really trying to act like an expert or anything. You know, I wouldn't feel comfortable selling people a course, at least not right now. You know, if I become really profitable and consistent, maybe, but right now I'm just not comfortable. I don't want to. I'm still a new trader myself, man. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic though. KODK up to 1280. All right, so HMNY couldn't hold over 10. Yeah, I mean, I post video lessons, and you know, like I said, I'm still a new trader, so the lessons I post are just what I have found works for me, and so I can't even say they're going to work for other people. Everybody has their own kind of style of trading and their own kind of trading personality, and so, and nothing against all the people that do sell courses, but I think a majority of the info in day trading courses is available for free online, you know. All right, guys, market's opening in 20 seconds. Good luck, everyone. All right, so market's opening right now. Good luck, guys. All right, so HMNY coming down. AMRH is pushing up to 11 now. HMNY big drop. NQ dropping down some. AMRH, man, look at that move up to 12 now. Crazy move. TEUM dropping down some, but it may do a washout long here. AMRH up to 13. TNDM breaking the pre-market high. So AMRH is immediately halted right from the get-go. 1 minute into the trading day and it's halted. There goes KODK pushing up to 1272. TEUM down to 242. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of DRRX for a small gain on Robinhood. So like a $2 or $3 gain on it. Very small. Watching TNDM here to see if it pulls back. KODK breaking over the pre-market high. TNDM washing out here. Tried to get in TNDM short, but dropped a little bit too quickly. KODK testing the low of the day here. Alright, there goes HMNY dropping under the low of the day. If you like these cheap ones, SING. OTC stock running up. SID. KLDX. Siri. Keep an eye on TNDM for a possible short if it breaks back under the low of the day. GLBS. GLBS, a cheap penny stock running up to 140. GLBS. GLBS is tradable. Having a little spike there. Keep it on HMNY here. TEUM, KODK having some big up wicks. That's rough. Insurance. Yeah, try sometimes, like if you go to the sign-in screen and go to the little settings wheel, you can change how much RAM your computer will use for thinkorswim, and it will sometimes help the lag on thinkorswim, is what I've noticed. So right when you sign in on the sign in thing with thinkorswim, you click the little sprocket, and you add more RAM to thinkorswim, so it gives your computer more permission, or it gives your computer permission to use more RAM on thinkorswim, so it doesn't run as laggy. Maybe try that. I know it helps for me. HMNY slowly starting to creep back up here, up to 961. Big pullback on GLBS, ENSV. Alright, so I'm in TNDM here with 50 shares. Just broke under that 350 level. USAU. CDE. It's trying to hold over 350. We'll see what it does here. ZKIN. Yeah, I don't really like this on TNDM. I don't like that big down wick. Just got pushed right back up. Back down to 350, 347. Nice. We'll see if it continues. $346. $345. Nice. See if we can break the low of the day again. $342. Nice. Just broke down under the low of the day. Up to 346 again. HMNY is creeping towards the low of the day at $9 again. We'll see what it does here. SSC. Yeah, SSC ran up here. Yeah, I don't necessarily like TNDM here. We'll see what it does. I'll probably get out soon if it starts to push back up and try 350. COGT broke the low of the day. So did HMNY here. Back up to 350. Big drop on SSC. Look at that drop up to 353. $355. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. 350 loss, small loss. Looked like a reversal setup. Watching HMNY now, just dropped under 9. DFFN's washing out here. Trying to go down under 150 on DFFN. Ugh. TNDM faked me out. No, maybe not. TEUM ended up washing out. APDN. Trying here. DFFN's washing down under 150. NQ ended up washing out as well. See, there goes TNDM. Man, I was trying to, that's the trade I was trying to get into. Ended up faking me out here. I'll look for another low of the day break, but I got to be careful not to overtrade this one. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm not jumping into it. No volume. That is super frustrating. It barely got up to where I got out. Oh well. Not going to chase it. APDN running up here. AREX. My trade idea was correct. It just faked me out. Gotta have more patience, I guess. SPEX. Look at AMRH. Wow, look at AMRH since the last time I looked at it. It ended up washing out, breaking under the low of the day, and then getting halted on the way down. SSC trying to break over 5. Good job, insurance. Good job. Man, I can't talk right now. My voice is going out. Good job, insurance. Alright, so I'm watching HMNY here. SSC's running up. Up to 512. SSC starting to push up nicely. AEG up to 670. SSC washing out again under 5. SING. Yeah, it's an OTC stock. I can't trade it. GLBS. Breaking the high of the day again on GLBS. Up to 142. Carter, so I use Thinkorswim for charting, and then for my actual broker, I use TradeNet and then Ustock. So I have two different brokers. Really, I have a few different brokers I use. I have two TradeNet accounts, and I have a Ustock account and a Robinhood account. Bummed out on TNDM. My trade idea was correct. I just got scared out of it. GLBS at 142. I know, Grant, I saw that, man. Nice. Yeah, I've never used Fidelity before. I've heard decent things about them. GLBS up to 144. TEUM trying to make a comeback here. EXXI. TEUM up to 236. All right, so GLBS is at 146 or 144 now. I'll be right back, guys. I got to run to the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Alright, so I'm kind of watching TEUM for a break under the low short. TNDM, same thing. Alright, so I'm in TNDM here with another 50 shares. See if it keeps dropping. Looks like it might bounce here. I don't like that jump. TNDM or TEUM washing out under the low of the day. Alright, so I'm in TEUM with 100 shares as well. Gonna set a stop for 341 for TNDM. And still holding TEUM. Yeah, Lewis, I think it's like 20%, 30% maybe. Not what I wanted to see with TEUM. Set my stop at 243 in case it pushes over this and then gets rejected like it did before. Yeah, I got stopped out of TNDM. I have a scanner, Johnny. Weird, it's right at my stop on TNDM, but it's not going. Okay, that I don't like this. Look, you see TNDM here? I should have 2 stop losses set. Maybe not. And these 2 trades are going against me quick. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of that one since my stop loss just decided not to place. I don't know if anybody saw that. Trying to give TEUM a little bit of time to work with me. GENE. Man, look at GENE. Crazy. Can't trade it on TradeNet. Crazy move though. ITUS, yeah, I see somebody talking about ITUS as well. Big run up. GNE at 189. Yeah, I mean, it's at 195. It's running up big. I'm not going to chase it here, though. It probably needs a pullback before it reaches 2. Up to 199 at its high now on GENE. ARDM. ARDM completely reversed here. Just broke the high of the day. It's at 397. Yeah, I don't want to chase GENE. It's up so much already, but I mean, hey, it's at 199 again. There's 2. 203. 205. Got up to 205, back down to 198. ARDM having a big pullback here. Yeah, like I said, GENE is it's so extended on this push that it needs a pullback here, and it might be a healthy pullback. Like, it may continue to push up over 2, but it definitely needs a pullback in my opinion here. Yeah, I'm just holding TEUM until it gets over 236. I'll probably be done after that. That's like a $30 loss on the day. Not a great loss. I'll try to give TEUM time to break under the low of the day again, but it's the volume slowly going down on it, so I don't trust it as much. We'll see though. Ow. Bang my arm. SIFY. PME. Yeah, now Thinkorswim's not loading quick. It's being very slow. ITUS. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loading. KOOL. Yeah, my screens aren't loading. There it goes. SIFY. ITUS. PME. There's TEUM down to 227. Let's see if it keeps going down. That's my ultimate goal with this one. Just to break under the low of the day. Alright, so there's GENE's pullback. We'll see if it holds support here and then flags a little bit. Under 226 on TEUM. Alright, so TEUM is down to 26.77. Sitting at 27 cents now. Back down to 26. Back down to 25 on TEUM. See if it gets under the low of the day. I don't know if there is necessarily a good time to get in it. We'll see. I mean, you gotta wait for it to find some support first, in my opinion. With it just falling like this, I don't want to jump in it. There's that expression, never try to catch a falling knife. And that's what I'm worried Gene's doing right now. We'll see though. Yep. Yeah, RKD, I'm shorting it. I got in short when it broke the low of the day here at 224, but it just bounced right back up. Gonna try to give it a little bit more time to break back under the low of the day. If not, I'll just jump out of it. Alright, so there's a pullback or a push back up on GENE. We'll see if we can use that as support now. Up to 182. $184. So it got up to 184. We'll see what it does here if it finds some support finally. Up to 183. There's a drop on Gene. Now if it breaks under that low right there at a, it's definitely in my opinion bearish if it breaks under this 172 level. So be careful with it, guys, if you're long. Yeah, nothing wrong with the break-even trade, Casino. Down to 177 on Gene. MTBC. Trying here. MRDN. MRDN making a little push there. OPTT. Having a little spike. See, OPTT got up here to 114. We'll see what it does here. Nice, Carter. That's not too bad. Free 500 trades. I know Thinkorswim has some deal like that, but they never gave me my trades. All right, so there goes OPTT up to 114. Need some more volume to follow through here. Up to 114 on OPTT. Got up to 115. I'll jump in with 100 shares, see if it starts to go up. They labeled it limited liquidity as soon as the volume spikes. That's the ridiculous thing about trade or about U stock. You see that as soon as the volume gets really nicely, it's all of a sudden labeled limited liquidity. Like they want to keep you from trading these volatile stocks is what I think. Looking for another lower low here on TEUM. We'll see though. GENE down to 175 now. Super weird on Ustock. How I try to jump in, now it's not. Like when the volume spikes like this, it's all of a sudden limited liquidity. And then when the volume comes down some, they take it off. It's weird. Should be the opposite. It's up to 116 now. 117. Tried to jump in at 114, but nope. Big seller on the level 2 for TEUM, but I can't say I really trust it. Down to 120, 227. Yeah, you can see that big seller. All right, so GENE went down to 172 now. ONDK trying to run. HBM, REFR had a slight push. Now it's back down to 120. All right, so I'm still patiently waiting for TEUM. I'm not too confident in it. What's rigged, Adelie? You're not turning into one of those guys that say I'm pumping up stocks, do you? Or girls, I should say. MSDI trying to push here. MSDI getting some volume, trying to wake up some. Yeah, Mitch, this is more penny stocks. Alright, so OPTT had a big pullback. Maybe that limited liquidity saved me a little bit. Yeah, Carter, he's talking about Thinkorswim freezing. CLDR. CLDR ran a little bit this morning. Right, exactly, insurance. I was trying to tell some guy that, and he just wouldn't listen to me. Like, he was saying that I was pumping up stocks with my, 80 people here. in my chat room, and I tried to tell him, I was like, look, man, I have like 80 people, like 2,000 subscribers. I couldn't pump up a stock if I wanted to, you know. And he just didn't believe me. His rationale was that I was working with all these other shadowy streamers to pump up stocks and profit from it. And I just told him, like, why would they even want to work with me if I only have like 2,000 subscribers? Like, I don't have that many people on my page. It's a small YouTube channel. You know, I let people watch me day trade, win or lose. But he just wouldn't listen. He doesn't understand the stock market, you know, because you need millions and millions and millions of shares to pump up stocks. And maybe one of those chat rooms that has like 400 or 500 people in there, and you know, they tell you exactly when they're jumping in, and everybody tries to follow them, but not this one. This one, it's just not practical to try to pump up stocks. All right, so TEUM down to 225. Try to break the low. Big bid and the big seller and buyer on the bid and ask. Yeah, some people just don't understand the stock market, and I think trading can be really emotional for a lot of people. Like when people lose money, you know, they want to blame somebody, and I think people like me are really easy to blame. Right. Yeah, right, Mitch. I've just started to ignore them. If they spam some comments, I just ban them from the channel. What's up, Ant? Where you been at, Ant? I haven't seen you in a while, man. KODK. Yeah, Kevin. Well, his rationale was that I had another account that I wasn't showing people about. And so, I mean, I have two TradeNet accounts, a Robinhood account, and a Ustock account. But my second TradeNet account, I've never traded on it. I still have the 14,000 in buying power that I started with. My Robinhood account only has a few hundred on it, and my Ustock account has like a very small amount on it as well. Exactly, Mitch. They lose money, try to blame somebody else for it, and then uh, quit trading and say it's rigged or whatever they want to say. They just don't understand the stock market. They're just a little naive and don't understand the stock market. And it's easy to blame other people instead of being accountable for not studying enough, you know? Right. I'm not really liking TEUM here. You know, and if I was pumping up a stock, I'd be talking about how great some of these companies are. I don't think any of these companies are great, honestly. I think they are pretty bad companies that just have some momentum going with them. USAU. USAU here. You can see it's at 250 USAU. No, there's no PDT rule for TradeNet. Okay, appreciate it, Robert. Yeah, I feel you, Mitch. I was on SureTrader for a while. Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is, like, I'm not even saying I'm like a guru. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying I'm a great trader. Like, I'm still a new trader. You can watch me trade and probably tell I'm still pretty new. I mean, I've been trading for like a year, like every day for a year. And so I'm not that new, but I'm still pretty new in trading world. You know, most professional traders, they started trading and it took them a long, long time to become profitable. And so I'm still kind of at that stage where I'm learning. I've had my moments like 2 weeks ago, I had 7 profitable days in a row on stream, so you could watch me do it. But, you know, then days like Monday where I took a huge loss, and then days like today where I'm taking like a $30 loss, you know. I feel you, Ant. It's tough, man. AKS. I know somebody was mentioning AKS a little while ago. Appreciate it, Karen. Nice, Dean. Right. It takes a while, to be profitable. And so I know losing days, and that's why I use such small sizing. I have people get on to me about using such small sizing, but the truth is I'm still learning, and it only makes sense for you to use small sizing while you're still learning instead of going out there using huge sizing and just taking these huge losses. Because you're a new trader. Right, insurance. Today's not that great. Yeah, I'm going to let TUM see what it does here at 233. If it can't get over that, or if it pushes over that with some volume, I'll probably get out. But yeah, look at AKS here. Exactly, Mitch. Emotions are what gets you, man. Like, you can memorize the patterns and do well, but those emotions will hurt you the most. Forcing trades is the biggest thing. Like Monday I accidentally hit the buy button instead of the sell button and doubled my loss, and then got frustrated and tried to win back my loss. And it ended up being like an $80, $70 loss on the day. The biggest loss I've taken in months, just because I let that emotion get to me and I wanted to win back what I lost in the market that morning. It's hard for a trader. I think it's human nature to always want to have profitable days, especially for a guy like me that's streaming it out to the world, my trading. And so I think it's human nature to want to profit every single day, but that's not realistic. You're never going to profit every single day. Every trader is going to take losing days. And if they always have profitable days and rarely ever have a losing day, most of the time they're lying. And, they're trying to they're trying to make money from you somehow. And so, losing days are going to happen. And I need to learn to accept it when they do and not force it. Right, insurance like that. It made like my dad is super skeptical of the stock market, and he was over here for my son's birthday, and I told him I was like, "Yeah, I've had 7 profitable days in a row." And he's like, "Oh, it's rigged or whatever." And I said, 7 profitable days in a row. The odds of that happening all by random luck are pretty low. I mean, and it's possible, but it's pretty low that the odds would make it 7 days in a row. No, Moshi. So TradeNet, I bought the intro package. It's $500, and with that, I get 14,000 in buying power and a $700 max loss. You can see I've already taken out more than half of this account, but I have a full other account. It took me a little while to get used to TradeNet. COGT. Yeah, Carter, $80 was my biggest one in months, man. I use tiny sizing, so TradeNet's really good. I wouldn't say it's better than SureTrader because SureTrader did. I remember I traded on SureTrader. If you go look at my really old videos from this channel, you'll see my trades from SureTrader. I won't say that it's better than SureTrader with regard to execution and fills because SureTrader had really good fills. That's one thing I loved about him. Even in after hours and pre-market, SureTrader would fill you almost instantly. So I won't say it's better, but it's decent. Like, it's quick, you know. Yeah, I don't think TradeNet's 10% off anymore. I know it was 20% off for the holidays. I don't think it's that anymore. I know it was 400 for the intro package instead of 500 during the holidays around Christmas, but I'm pretty sure it's back to regular. Yeah, you could choose routing. I mean, the only route they have is CFDR. And what you need to understand, TradeNet is CFD's contract for difference. And so the fills are great. You can't play the bid and the ask spread game though and profit from the bid and the ask. But it is CFD trading. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk bad about any, you know, any trading course or anything like that, but that seems pretty improbable. 583 to 33 3,300 or 335,000 seems just a little improbable. I can't say I've watched a lot of Warrior Trading's videos, especially when I got started, and I can tell the dude's a good trader, but that just seems pretty tough. Man, if that's the case, NIU, then I missed out on the sale. Because I just bought a new account on TradeNet, and I missed out on the sale then. NSPR? Yeah, NSPR is starting to drop. That's crazy, Mitch. Right. I mean, I'm sure to get those gains, it's going to be pretty risky, and a lot of times it won't happen. But man, that's crazy. MBRX, MBRX waking up here. It's at 190, guys. Yeah, me too. MBRX up to 191. Look how crazy that is. AGLE. Okay, OAKS. Getting a little volume spike here. COGT. COGT starting to push up here, guys, after that big volume spike here. It's up to almost $7 now. Right, that makes sense, Mitch. Yeah, I've played around on Ustock and TradeNet hedging some of my trades. Yeah, Mitch, I think that's why a lot of new traders fail is because they watch all these other traders, and nothing against all these other traders, but they're just using huge sizing. And so it's human nature to want to kind of be like them and use that really big sizing. But if you're a brand new trader and your account's only $1,500 or whatever it is, and you try to use 1,000 shares at a time, a few big losses and your account's gone. Even if you take a bunch of small losses, at least you're going to take the time to learn how to trade the market. You're going to actually spend time in the market trading, and that's the best way to learn is just from experience. NVAX. AMRH is breaking down under the low of the day. Right, Mitch. It's definitely not enough for me. I mean, I don't know. I'll take $10 gain with 100 shares. All right, so AMRH is breaking under the low of the day. I can't short it or trade it on TradeNet, but it is breaking under the low of the day now. We'll see what COGT does here. It's down to 660. Mitch, so it is 0.006 cents per trade, but there's a 150 minimum. And so with the share sizes I'm using, like 100 shares, it is $3 for a round trip. If you're using 1,000 shares, I think it's like $6 or something like that. Yeah, no worries, Mitch. Yeah, no problem, man. Honestly, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting to see what TEUM does. See if it'll ever break under the low of the day. But yeah, I missed NVAX. I saw somebody calling this one out. But man, look at that run. I stream until about usually 9 or 10:30, 11 market time. VUZI pushing up, but NVAX, look at that. DGSE. Waking up some. PAVM. Waking up some, but man, look at that move on NVAX. Up to the high of the day now on NVAX, up to 158. 160, there is the break. NVAX is tradable. 161. 162. It's trying here. We'll see if it can hold support where that previous resistance was on NVAX. Dropping down under it. DRRX. Man, this is the one I was holding overnight. I had like a very small gain on this one. And look, it's pushing back up. No volume really though. MHLD. DGSE. Having a nice volume spike here. Right. Exactly, Mitch. Yeah, but you see, I don't use all my margin. That's kind of suicide to use that much margin with a very small loss limit like that. One bad trade, your account's gone. KODK dropping down to the low of the day. We'll see what it does here. Right, Mitch. Yeah, I just try to stay away from it for the most part, just because I like to use small sizing anyway, so I don't want to lose my account. LEDS up to 438, getting a little volume spike here. Right, that's kind of how I feel. I try to use just the equity I have, insurance. Alright, I'll probably end up getting out of TEUM if it breaks over 230 here. Watching TEUM, I'll probably get out if it breaks over this. I mean, I could let it run till 233, but I'll probably end up getting out if it gets over that 230 level. Kind of signals a reversal. It put in a high or low. Been holding this one for a long time, trying to let it work. But it's been finding a lot of support at 225, so... There's 231. NSPR. Yeah, trying to hold over that 15-16 level. It's been moving a lot this morning. May not seem like much because it's such a cheap stock, but that's 10-cent drop like this in a minute or two is pretty serious. COGT. $6.55. Yeah, it looks interesting. Got rejected at 7. SSC. Yeah, just no volume on SSC. RMGN. Yeah, I mean, the volume's actually not too bad on this one. 20,000 shares a minute. Not too bad. Up to 109. All right, so there's RMGN up to 114. Probably just gonna bail out a TUM here. I'll let it test this level since it's basically 1 cent under it, but probably end up just bailing out. Yeah, I'm in the US, Mitch. They never even asked me for my address, though, honestly. Right. They're probably just protecting themselves, honestly. Insurance, yeah, man. Dude, you won't believe how much stuff I get from that. Like I have one guy that just spams me, man. He's just, and I try to talk to him like logically. I'm like, look, man, I've got like 70 people that join my stream every morning. I couldn't pump up a stock with 70 people even if I wanted it to. Um, and he said that I was working with all the other traders that were doing it. And I just try to tell him, like, why would they even want to work with me? You know what I mean? And he would just not let it go. He chronically dislikes my videos, which I think is funny because it doesn't really hurt me anymore. It also means he's actually taking the time to watch my videos. So I thought it was funny. He just doesn't understand the stock market. And it's really hard for people to be introspective with themselves and, kind of look at it and see why they're really frustrated. And so I think it's really tough for people to be introspective like that. And so they end up just blaming it on me, which I think is funny. Yeah, I have a scanner, Rodolfo. F-cell. FCEL getting a volume spike. Not too much, though. Up to 184 on FCEL. Right, insurance. Yeah, it's kind of grasping at straws, trying to blame me however which way he can. He might be watching us right now. Really, he might be in here, just because he chronically dislikes every stream I put out. So he's probably in here listening, crying about it. You know. ONDK breaking over the high of the day. LC. Look at that volume spike on LC. Not the biggest range, but a nice volume spike. Maybe. Maybe so, Mitch. Alright, so look at FCEL up to 187. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. All right, so look at LC here. It's at 407 now. CDTI. Look at CDTI getting a little volume spike here. It's at 166. All the way down to under 160. Good job, insurance. Nice job, bro. FCEL is at 189 now. TEUM is trying to make another push back up to 233. LC's running too. LGCY. Yeah, NQ needs a little bit more volume. TUM up to 233. LGCY had a really nice volume spike. We'll see if it follows through here. COGT struggling to stay over 650. Nice job, Casino. Nice trade, bro. Etsy washing out all day today. But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to close the stream down now. I'll let my stop loss get triggered if it does break. And so I may do a power hour stream today. My son's still home sick, and so my wife and I have got to deal with him, so I don't know if I'll do one. But I'll let you guys know. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. If you click the bell next to it, it will alert you every time I go live. So click the subscribe button, and make sure everybody click the like button right now. It definitely helps support the channel, so we appreciate the support. I'll be back tomorrow morning for sure at 8:45 a.m. market time to go over what's moving in pre-market and then day trade live on stream again. So hit that subscribe button, click the like button now. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.